Everyone, welcome back. So we all know that so many families have been affected by the COVID-19 pandemic, as we've seen record highs in unemployment rates over the past year. Well, our kids probably have noticed those changes in our lives regarding money as well. But our next guest says that we can use this as an opportunity to teach them good money habits to help them in their futures. So joining us now, Greg Merced, certified financial planner, creator of an app called BusyKid. So good morning, Greg. Thank you so much for joining us.
Hey, Nick. Good morning.
Good morning. All right, so we all know many parents, they just simply don't have these conversations with their kids, so they really don't know where to start. So how would you suggest even introducing the idea of personal finance to our kids?
Yeah, so COVID has been a pain to all of us, but let's use it as a teachable moment. I think the best thing parents can do is give their kids some chores to do. Let them earn some money, and then they can start making decisions with that money. And that is an amazing thing to do. Once you do that early in a kid's life and they start understanding that, it really sticks. So let's be real. Money motivates, okay? It motivates us as adults. It motivates kids. And this is pretty easy to do, actually, when you start giving them chores, letting them earn some money, and then saving, sharing, and spending.
Yeah, good old allowance, right? As we used to remember.
Good allowance.
So what are the benefits of teaching kids these skills and maybe the importance of understanding money and money matters when they're so young? How can this kind of benefit them later on?
If this stuff gets in their brain early, it's going to stick. And really, it's going to set them up for success in the future. The main thing that you should teach your kids is not only where money comes from, because you're right, a lot of kids think it's just like, hey, give me some money, you give it to them, and they run out the door.
Right.
That's a terrible way to teach them, right? So you got to teach them that you've got to, shovel the snow. You've got to take out the trash. You got to clean up after the dog. Once you earn that money, then you've really got to teach them those three fundamental things. Putting some money aside in savings and investing and starting to teach them about stocks and stuff like that. And then sharing, let them give back to charity. And then last, spend, which is put some money on a card and let them spend money like the rest of us. Because really, money is kind of invisible to kids anymore. It's not in like their hands. I think we should dump the piggy banks, okay? The envelopes, the jars, that stuff is all old school, and it's not how we need to teach our kids anymore. We need to teach them with technology.
Right, and it's an important on. So when we're starting these lessons with the kids, and maybe I haven't talked about it with them, what sort of concepts can we kind of maybe introduce that will slowly get them thinking of the ways that we're supposed to kind of better maybe deal with money?
So kids learn best by doing. Okay, I believe that we can talk till we're blue in the face, but they need to, once we do start having those conversations, they need to have practical experience, okay? They need to take some of their money and invest it, and they need to understand, oh, wow, I know what Tesla is, or I know what Amazon is, or Walmart, or whatever, but now I own a little bit of that company. That's a really fundamental thing once they learn by doing. I need to teach them. They need to donate to a charity that they care about. Maybe their cousin had cancer, or a friend of theirs has some autism. This is the good kind of thing to teach them at an early age. And then give them a card and let them spend and swipe that thing, right, just like the rest of us do.
So you mentioned obviously getting maybe, pushing the piggy banks off to the side that we used to have when we were kids, but you created an app that helped parents and kids. It's called the BusyKid. So tell us how this app all works.
So get kids busy doing stuff that we've just been talking about, right? So you give your kids chores, they do it, they mark it off, and we keep track of that, okay? And then on Friday, you're going to get a message that says, hey, it's payday. And you get to approve that payday, just like a boss would approve the payroll at work, right? And then once they earn that money, it comes into our system, and then they can save and invest in real stock. They can share and donate back to charities. And then lastly, they can spend and put money on a card and go out and spend like the rest of us. This is fundamental, a balanced financial approach. This isn't just get money and blow money,
right?
Because they don't need any help learning that.
It's a great concept, Greg. Very important lessons that we can learn, especially now when we're dealing with this pandemic and kind of how it's changed so many lives, for sure. So where can people get more information about what you're doing and maybe the app?
Easy, BusyKid.com, or go to the Apple or the Android app stores.
All right, Greg, thank you for joining us.
Hey, thanks so much.
Okay.